After my last collage video, one question kept showing up in the comments. How did you make that paper? So I'm talking about the paper that was in the lower right-hand corner of that collage. Well, today I'm sharing the entire process. The fun part is you don't even need a gel plate. Just palette paper, wet strength tissue, a stencil, and some very fluid acrylics. Okay, one more time. Welcome back, friends. So in today's video, we are not going to use a gel plate. We are going to use palette paper. And then we're going to use a stencil and wet strength tissue. Now the wet strength tissue part is important. If you try to do this technique with a regular tissue that you get at maybe the dollar store or a gift shop or whatever, it's going to tear. The wet strength tissue can really take the moisture that we're going to do. It's going to be sopping wet and it's going to fully dry, and then you have to peel off all these things. So you need the wet strength tissue. It's a very important process here. And you might need a little spray bottle because we're going to work with a wet strength tissue because we want our colors to bleed. Anyway, let's stop talking and let's get to it. Okay, so what I'm working with today is carnival papers. This is wet strength tissue. I got this on Amazon. Hopefully they still have it in stock. I will put the link in the description. I have palette paper. So what I mean is it comes in a pad and you use it as a painting palette. So this is one that I purchased. And I do have a little piece of plexiglass that I'm going to tape this to just so that I can get it out of the way, because it has to stay for a really long time and to dry, and I need my table for other things. So we're going to use this stained glass stencil, and I'm going to spray the paper so you could see it's really wet, and it's going to like cling to that palette paper, and then we're just going to put the stencil on top. And this is acrylic ink. So I'm going to show to you two ways. This is acrylic ink. And then the paper that I used in my last video in that collage is going to be the next one. So stay tuned towards the end to see how I created that red paper. And that was with high flow paint. So we're going to see both techniques. Now, it's the same thing basically. It's just that acrylic ink might be, I don't know, a little bit more transparent. The high flow paints are like ink. So to me, they're not very different. And I just dab it onto the paper. Occasionally I spray a little bit more. It sort of bleeds all over this wet strength tissue. I did put, I should have mentioned this, smooth side down. There's a smooth side and a rough side to the wet strength tissue. I put smooth side down onto the palette paper. And I'm using just beautiful bright colors. This stencil is called stained glass because it reminds me of that. And so I want to use nice bright colors. And like I said, every once in a while, I give it a little spritz. Hopefully they blend a little bit more. And as you can see, this is really wet now, like wet, wet, wet. And I don't even mind those white areas. I don't know that they're going to stay white, but if I know me, I'm going to fill them up. But you know, it does continue to bleed even after you walk away from it. So keep that in mind. And I like a little bit of contrast, so this dark purple is really doing it for me. Okay, so that's all you have to do, but you have, now don't touch it. Do not touch it. Leave it to dry, like overnight. I always get tempted to, a couple hours later, to do something with it. So here it is the next day. And it comes right off the palette paper, really easy. Now the stencil, you have to be a little bit more gentle here. But you can see the wet strength tissue can really handle it. Now look at the smooth side down. Remember I mentioned that? Look at how, when I turn this over, how shiny it is. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? Okay, so this is the one technique. Now the one that I had a red paper. 2 weeks ago I posted a video where I did a collage, and I had this paper in the lower right hand corner, and I got so many comments saying, please show us how you used that, how you made that paper. So again, we're starting with the palette paper, wet strength tissue. We're going to give it a good soak with our spray bottle. You could either smooth out the wrinkles or you can leave them if you want. I'm going to leave them because these papers look like they might have been very wrinkly. This is a very similar stencil. I think the one that I did the red papers with had all circles. This one has a combination of rectangles and circles. And so this is the naphtha red, and I'm just like splattering it all over. We have a little bit of yellow in this paper as well, so now it's not going to ever come out exactly the same twice. I mean, really, never. Good luck trying to get exactly the same kind of paper twice. Anyway, I'm spraying it again and hoping that it's all going to bleed. Now the thing is, I'm going to caution you. I thought I was using minimal black, and really it just kept bleeding. And so you'll see the end paper, I had much more black than I had in the original paper that I did. So, and the more I spray, the more it bleeds and all of that. So, and even though this didn't look like it had a whole lot of black there, it ended up having too much black in the end, in my opinion. I also maybe messed with it a little bit too much. You know, I was pulling paint through some of the areas. Again, I put more black. Big mistake. I felt like I was losing some of my yellow, so I put a little bit more yellow in. And I sprayed it a little bit more. I just can't leave it alone, can I? Learn from my mistakes. When I did it originally, that paper that I used in the collage was the first time I had ever done this. And, you know, I don't even remember how I did it. I mean, I know that I did use this process, but I don't remember how much paint I used or even which paint I used. So I'm guessing that this is what I used. I knew it was the high flow paint and not the acrylic ink. So like I said, use either one, whichever one you have, whatever colors that you like. This technique works really well with this wet strength tissue. It comes out, it's so much fun. Anyway, we're putting it aside to dry for the night. And then I decide, oh, it needs more white. I need to put some white back in there. Now, it's drying for the night. Okay, so here we are the next day. So I'm going to remove it from the plexi. Just get that out of the way. And you'll see it comes off the palette paper really easy. And it looks wet, but it's not. It's just shiny. And now we have to kind of gently remove this. The other one came off a little bit easier. Maybe that was because it was acrylic ink. Not really sure. But this one, I'm having to be a little more cautious. In a couple of places it started to tear, but I caught it before it did. It also could be the stencil. The stencil was so encrusted with paint that maybe it stuck a little bit more. That's also a possibility. I think the first time I did this, I used a brand new stencil. Now keep in mind, if you are using a brand new stencil, it's gonna dry with paint on it. So if you want pristine stencils, maybe don't do this technique. But some of this, we didn't have too much black, as you could see. The other one was more red, I think. But oh my goodness, there are some spots here that are just so beautiful. I love that big circle right in the middle. It is gorgeous. So you just never know what you're going to get. Now this is one that I also did yesterday, and way too much black. And as you could see, I had to start all over again because it just didn't come out right. But this one is a little closer to the inspiration paper that I was showing you in the collage last time. If you haven't seen that, I will, at the very end, I will post it so that you can go back and watch it. So if we compare to the papers, you can see we do have a little too much black, but the red is exactly the same red. I knew because of the colors that it was the high flow paint, because those are the only colors I have in high flow. And I do think I like the matte side better. I'm not sure. So I also wanted to mention that that first one that I did with the stained glass stencil is actually part of a free course that I'm going to be offering very soon. It's not ready yet, but it will be ready, I'm hoping, by the middle of next week. So I'm going to put a link below so that you can sign up to be reminded or to be informed about the launch. And then you can just go and sign up, totally free, lifetime access. You can access it anytime. And it's a collage paper course where we do things without the gel plate and also with the gel plate. We're going to paint papers. We're going to do this technique. You'll see it again. And we're also going to work with different kinds of paper. And I think if you want to be a collage artist, you've got to have good papers. So let's do just a paper course where we do different kinds of paper. And having a variety on hand is really the best. Okay, so don't forget to check out that description. I will also have all the materials that I used and the colors that I used in the description below as well. So I'll see you next time. Don't forget to create, inspire, and share. Bye-bye. Hey, if you missed that video of me doing the collage and you don't know what I'm talking about, here's the video.